Hello, everyone. It's me, Linda B. Welcome to the Linda B Show. Here we are talking about Travis Hunter today. He just recently got married to his girlfriend. And also, we'll be talking about the Diddy trial. Before we get into it, don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you select all notifications so you never miss a video and watch the video to the very end. Let's get into it. All right, so you guys have heard about Travis Hunter recently getting married. He is the 2025 number 2 overall pick in the NFL draft. So you know he's got some serious money coming along his way. Now, he has had like a lot of controversy with his girlfriend Leanne, and now it's his wife now. And I'm going to show you a clip. Now that's trending all over the place. Basically, people do not trust this young woman. They think that he should have had a prenup. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that there's no prenup involved. Allegedly. Now, I like to say that because I'm not sure. No one's there. I'm not physically in their lives. So this is kind of difficult to really know. But if he had no prenup, now there is, some things that could come along with that. Now I have heard of post-nups as well. I've heard of post-nups. People get married and they get something going, after the nuptials. But a lot of people feel like he's made a terrible mistake. Now I'm going to show you a clip from the wedding, and you all can leave me your comments in the comment section below. And let me just say that the reason that this is trending a lot is because they said that she turned away from him when he tried to kiss her. Now, you all can just take another look at this. She tended to lean backwards. So there's a picture of her. I thought that just looks like a pose to me. So you all can just tell me what you think about it, because from my distance, which is far away from them, it looks like he is really in love with her. I mean, really, really, really. Now, she, on the other hand, might like him, but it doesn't look like she loves him. And that is what it looks like to me. And you all could tell me what your thoughts are, because right now this is a young couple. I mean, 22 and 24 or something like that. Young, just vibrant, full of life. And then there came the pregnancy rumors from last year, which obviously turned out to be false. People just keep rumoring, doesn't mean it's true. They say that she's pregnant right now, but you can't trust these things. But should he have gotten a prenup? They're married now. And if he didn't get one, he should have taken the advice, I guess. But if you watch my videos, the previous videos I've done on this channel, I've got like a little back and forth with the whole prenup thing, because in my mind, it looks like the person is preparing for the end before they begin. It looks like they're already thinking this person could leave me and take half of what I've earned. I don't know. I'm just up in the air about that. It just depends, because if you already don't trust the person, then you should not be getting married to them. If there is anything about a prenup that involves you not trusting them, hear me when I say you should not marry that person. Now, if you're getting a prenup just because you're listening to other people's advice who keep pushing you to get one, and it has nothing to do with a lack of trust, then you're probably in good shape. Because let's be honest, you got marriages where they love each other for the right reasons. They're in love, they're committed, they love God, they love each other, and all the things that come from a good family on both sides, and it still doesn't work. So you can do everything right, and it just could maybe not work. So that's why I'm a little stuck on that whole thing. Just make sure it has nothing to do with a lack of trust. This young couple has been through enough already. They've had people in their business. You know Travis Hunter and how he already tried to clap back.
You ain't never had no girl. So why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. You know, when we was sitting down and I was at my puppet shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there. And that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so she can get so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back they wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel, some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything, y'all want everything for clicks.
So there you see, that was from months ago. That was from last year. And Travis Hunter was getting upset, all right, about all the backlash about this, his then girlfriend, who is now his wife. Just a few days ago, they tied the knot. So I'm going to wish them the best. I really hope that it works out. Now, something else I want to talk about. I want to talk about this whole P. Diddy thing. Now, you know, guys, if you don't know, I do have a political channel. It's called Chat with Me, Linda B. And I go more in detail about a lot of different things political. Okay. And you can also catch me on Locals, Rumble, and all the things. But I got to tell you, a former president's name coming up, you know, allegedly. Now, this came up in the middle of the P. Diddy trial that Barack Obama purchased street pharmaceuticals from this person that P. Diddy purchased his street pharmaceuticals. That's what I'm going to call it. The same person that P. Diddy purchased his from. And the man's name is One Stop, like in One Stop Shop. And then there was this thing about some Obama, you know, some ecstasy pills with the Obama face on it. You know, some of these pills with Obama's face on it. That's what, you know, is out there now. Now, and I've heard about other, like Hakeem Jeffries allegedly was involved as well. And I say allegedly to all of this. There's a lot going on with this P. Diddy stuff. The trial is exposing all sorts of abhorrent, perverse behavior. You've had Cassie Ventura, you know, her husband, she's pregnant. I think she's like 8 months, maybe 9 months pregnant on the stand. And her current husband, Alex Fine, standing with her side by side. Now, I haven't been following it very close because, and I'm going to give you the reason why, is because I am just turned off by all of the disgusting behavior that has been involved, allegedly disgusting behavior that has been involved. Just let me say allegedly to everything in this video. Now, it is awful that we have come to this where it looks like, and I say allegedly again, that there has been some violations sexually of minor people, all sorts of things. You've got all sorts of names popping up, like Justin Bieber. And I'm not saying Justin Bieber's name came up in the trial, but I know Obama's name did. There's a lot of things that came up in that trial. And you all, this is not going to be easy for a lot of people to accept that some of their favorite stars in the music business, the Hollywood business, and some preachers, because you know who else's name has come up, maybe not in the trial, but it has come up with connections to P. Diddy, and that is T.D. Jakes, who recently stepped down. Now, what's that all about? Now, this is looking very suspicious, okay? And, you know, he has had some problems, and, you know, we cannot mess with God. I've seen preachers and people that I know who've done things. I'm not saying what T.D. Jakes has done. I'm talking about someone else. And they got sick. Their family fell apart. Awful. Because they were involved in like crazy sexual immorality, like crazy. And this person needs someone to help take care of them. Now, I don't wish anything bad on anybody. I pray this person got a chance to repent and they are still alive, but they need care. So I just want to say this P Diddy stuff in the trial, former President Barack Obama's name came up. And the person who mentioned Obama's name also said former presidents with an S. Okay. You know, Trump is already in the White House right now. He's the current president. So that leaves Clinton and Bush. I would put my money on Clinton being involved some kind of way, because he seems to come up, you know, his name seems to come up with other things, like the man with the island who's no longer here. He was unalived. Yes, his initials, J.E. So we see the Clintons' names keep popping up in a lot of things. You guys, check me out on my other channel, Chat with me, Linda B. Please do. But the assistant to P Diddy from 2007 to 2009 stated that Barack Obama purchased street pharmaceuticals from One Stop. Okay. And this man was, and he said he was the assistant to P Diddy from 2007 to 2009. Now, Barack Obama was elected president in 2008. So it must have been the late part of 2008. Well, no, it had to have been after the inauguration of 2009, because he was saying president. Unless he just said that, even though the man was just elected. Not sure. But that is wild, because I've been hearing Obama's name pop up in other circles. You guys, we got to realize that, unfortunately, the evil powers that be do try to hide information about certain political figures and, you know, movie stars, music stars, because they really just don't want us to know. And you got to go somewhere else to get your information. Yikes. And there's other things out there about Barack Obama with this man running around. I'm not going to say his name, but he said he's been with Obama. I mean, like, been with him. Been with. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. So follow this trial. I don't really want to follow it too closely. I don't want to follow it too closely, but it is absolutely abhorrent about the things I've heard about what goes on there with the freak offs at the parties, all sorts of things. Like, there's the party at the club, the party at the house, and then the after party, the after party, where all sorts of things, deviant sexual behavior. I've heard people witnessing people of the same gender doing things right there in front of them. You guys, we're living in evil times. You all tell me what you think in the comment section. But I appreciate you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, hit all notifications so you never ever miss a video that I post. You all be blessed. Thank God, and until next time.